So, a lot has been happening for the past 72 hours or even more. Let us just put it into perspective so that we can get the proper time frame of it. Let us say for the past um, 7 days, thereabout, after the coroner inquest was paused due to Bankole and Smith action, a lot of confusion is circulating all over on justice for Mohbad. There are people who are for Bankole Smith. There are people who are for lawyer Sanshitu, the lawyer that the public sponsored to remain behind the back of Mohbad's father as a legal representative. Now, Bankole and Smith came in due to the collective agreement, arrangement, conclusion by some other group. And it is under this umbrella of a charity. A blogger is actually said to be the major convener, if I am correct, or part convener of this movement to get justice for Mohbad in their own way. I have said it times without number in my analysis. I said justice for Mohbad is important, but law and order is also required. The part of the law is where the department in charge of who can be part of an inquest declared Bankole and Smith not admissible due to who they or the organization they are representing, saying that it is not registered in Nigeria. I don't know if they had gone ahead to clear all of that. The thing is this, through them, from what we heard, the inquest came to a stop. And like I said, a lot of people are hungry, while some people are, no, this is correct. This is how it's supposed to be. They claim that Bankole and Smith is the right person who is going to ask the right question, and that lawyer Sanshitu, senior advocate, is not as effective as they expect. Well, as it is right now, there is a lot of dragging on social media. Do not forget that we are sort of in a kind of a pause, unless some other evidence comes forth. You know, they are recording voice note and some. But as it is right now, due to the pause that should not have been, a lot of people are talking. They are like, wait, why is it that a charity that is supposed to be for justice for Mohbad is now appearing as if it is counterproductive? Is it really counterproductive or not? Well, we are going to listen to one or two things that will further shed light on this, different opinion, different thoughts, and I will talk to you guys later. Do not forget to like and share. Do not forget to tap on the subscribe button.
Okay, you are a saint and I'm a devil. It does not matter. What is important is that nobody obstructs the cause for justice. And that is on it valid, 100%, period. That's what we're concerned about. So keep the ag, keep the mess outside of it. Don't talk about people's life. Don't start calling people names. It's not important. Coroner inquest resume. Private autopsy comes out. We know, we get some clarity as to what happened to Larry Luwa, and let the court case continue. End of story.
Thank you, my dear sister. Let me say this. Hold on, please. You see, I am saying this loud and clear. Everybody, I want to beg everybody, please ignore any call or anybody that is saying that result of autopsy that Baba's pathologist team did is out. Look, nobody had knowledge and nobody has knowledge of how and when the result will be coming out.
Don't ever. Can you please be civil? Be civil now. What's your problem? Be civil now.
Please,
what is it?
Please,
Abba.
please.
Be civil now.
Yeah, but
please.
why would you call my name? Did I call her name? It's
Yeah,
okay.
lie
It's
away,
okay.
please.
It's okay.
Lie
Let's
away,
leave
it's
that.
okay, it's
Let's leave
okay.
that. Let's
My mood. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to say now.
okay. Okay. Thank you.
Supervive, I'm very, very sorry if I've lost my temper or something. I'm very, very sorry. It's this girl that make me,
It's okay,
Okay. We
Baba,
are
please.
very, very sorry.
Hey,
We
that
are
you are going to
apologizing.
I
It's
swear.
okay.
shut up, shut up. Don't talk when I'm
It's
talking.
okay.
Shut
It's
up.
okay. Well, it's okay. It's okay. We just want to know that they gather the right information and they're able to charge the right persons to court. That's all that concerns us. No other thing. Nothing else. That's the focus. So please, all this, pointing at Baba this, Baba that, Baba didn't do that. Let's stop. Let's just keep it, pack it one side. Focus on the case. Let's just be focused on the case itself. And there's no need to be saying this person has eaten money in justice or not eaten money. If we start digging deep today, we're finding out a lot of things we didn't know. Some people have made money. Some people are they've made so much money. You're not perfect.
You are very stupid.
It's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Super Vibe. It's okay. Now, when somebody now continuously dragging, insulting, and degrading that man, terrible what you want to against that man, I can tell you for free. Irọ́ ló ń pa.
Hello, Mr. Goresi, I think I've come to this point. Kí ló mìíràn náà? Alábòsí gbogbo ní Manchester exchange word tó tó gbà wá ń tẹ́ lálábòsí. Are you stupid? Did you know me before?
My dear, can you hold it there? Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó yẹra wa.
I just come on this and start talking to somebody that as if you know me before.
Wọ́n ti drop ẹ̀ fún yín, ẹ jẹ́ kó dúró bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run. So, as I was saying, how will you, after you, Baba tó sọ ọmọ nù, ṣé ní gbogbo àwọn alábòsí tó wà ńbẹ̀, orí ń fọ́ mi lè sùn látòṣù kan, mi lè jẹun látòṣù mẹ́fà, mi ò lè jáde láti ọdún kan. Ẹ̀sùn irọ́ ló ń pa. Wọ́n dó wọn mọ́jú ni.
Mr. Goresi ṣe kí ti bọ̀rọ̀ jẹ́ wọ́n ní wọ́n tó wọ́n mọ̀ jù.
Wọ́n tó mọ̀ ẹ gbàgbé ẹ̀, look, a lè fẹ̀ emotion lẹ̀. Okay, ẹ máa gbọ́, táǹkà tó ń lọ, ó bọ̀ ní àwọn èèyàn 90 ní Jigawa. Àwọn èèyàn kú náà. Àwọn èèyàn kú náà, wọ́n orí ò fọ́ wọn torí ẹ̀. Wọ́n wá sọ pé Mohbad kú mi lè jẹun látọdún kan, mi lè sùn látòṣù mẹ́fà. Ẹ jẹ́ àfi gbogbo yẹn lẹ̀. Let us face justice. Justice is blunt. Justice is drastic.
Mr. Goresi, justice will get it and justice will prevail in the sense that ọ̀rọ̀ owó ẹ̀dẹ́ká máa jà fọ́rọ̀ owó. Rí sìn mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ sìn mi ò tí ever kọlu spicy gist or whatever. Even one Oba is saying that from your submission you are being biased. Biased in what sense? Biased in what sense? Ọbalọlá.
Ṣé kì í ṣàlàyé nǹkan kan fún yín?
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Probably ṣẹ́ni yẹn ti rí yín tẹ́ drag Baba Mohbad.
Okay, mi ò mọ̀, I don't know.
Now, Sherry, Baba yẹn ló sọ ọmọ nù. We must place that man in a very high esteem. Táwọn kan máa ń pe kọ́ọ̀lù bàbá yẹn out pé bàbá yìí ló pọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀, bàbá yìí mọ nǹkan tí ò sọ, bàbá yìí kíní kan. Look, all those lies culminate together just to nail this man.
Well, I will never nail Baba because I know the pains of losing a child.
And you are sure you never called Baba out.
Thank God that you saw me at the Corona Inquest. I came out all the way from Aja to Korodu, easy. So so when somebody is talking like this, Oman be me because I know my rights. If I don't want justice for Mohbad, I will not be there that day. I came with my daughter. So what are we talking about? Tiba drag Baba, mo drag Baba nìyẹn. But I don't think I've dragged Baba so yẹ pé màá wà disrespectful fún wọn. No, I have not done that. I only make my this thing that day. I never drag Baba, and I will not. And I'm not in support. Hello, and I'm not in support. I am not in support of anybody dragging him. Are you getting me, sir?
You know what? I appreciate you for bringing that beautiful girl with you just to fight for justice for Mohbad. Kò ń ṣọmọ yín o, èmi rí mo rí bí àbúrò yín pé ń parọ́ pọ̀ mọ́ yín ni.
That's my first daughter. That's my first daughter.
It's like a
And
carbon
she's a
copy
lawyer.
and your
So I not
photocopy.
be small picking. When one small spicy juice will come, they talk to me.
No,
Like say me I have
don't
delay.
attack. Don't go on attack. Don't go on attack, please. Please. Cherry, ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ síbi tọ́rọ̀ wà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká respect bàbá yẹn under any condition. Ẹni tó ń ṣe, ó ṣú ọ̀ máa pín bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹni tó ń ṣe fún, òun náà máa bá size ẹ̀. So, level tọ́lọ́ máa fi pín, òun ló mọ̀. But àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta, wọ́n máa pín bẹ́ẹ̀. So, I try not to curse anybody. And if you've watched me, I don't curse. I pray and I leave everything for God. So, as I was saying earlier,
Mr. Guresi.
in this,
Mr. Guresi.
boy, boy.
Ẹjẹ àjọ sọ̀rọ̀ gidi. You know, if to win a war, to win a war, you win a war with 3 things. 1, with instrument. 2, you win with battalions. And 3, your tactical approach. Abi o parọ́ sà. So now,
ṣé mo lè dá yín lóhùn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn?
no, ẹ dúró ibi tí mo lọ mo fẹ́ sọ.
Mo ń bọ̀, mo máa ẹ jẹ́ n sáré dá yín lóhùn. 1,
Okay.
it's not always compulsory. You need battalion to win war. Battalion could be distractive. That's number 1. Number 2, kí lẹ sọ náà? You win a war with
Instrument. Tactical
Now,
approach.
if you have your instrument, will you display your instrument before the enemy? The answer is no. You keep your instrument secret and you keep your instrument until you get to the battlefield. If either there is instrument or not, nobody can see.
Mr. Guresi, ibi tá ń lọ kọ́ ni mò ń lọ yìí.
Okay.
When you have an instrument winning war, àwọn kan tó ń cash tó jẹ́ pé tọ́ta bá gbọ́ gbàmù wọ́n á sá tán ní dúró. If you have it, you will be able to face the enemy. It as a solid case. It's a person is the only one lone fighter against all these principalities.
Ó máa dá fún yín. Ó máa dá fún yín. Ó máa dá fún yín.
Baba Mohbad is fighting against government number 1. Number 2, ṣe mọ̀ pé gbogbo evidence kò sí lọ́dọ̀ Baba Mohbad, ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn yẹn ló wà, and gbogbo àwọn yẹn dẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn kò dání, wọn ò jẹ́ kí Baba Mohbad rí. So Baba Mohbad is wrestling against all of these odds. So that's what mo sọ pé tí ẹ bá fẹ́ jagun, mo sọ pé for us to win this battle, we have to fight with skill and intelligence. Mo ṣe sọ pé jẹ́rí gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń jà sí owó dragging nǹkan.
Baba, ẹni sùúrù, ẹ jẹ́ n sọ kíní kan fún yín. Evidence gbóríṣiríṣi o. Eyewitness evidence ló wà lọ́wọ́ wọn. But factual evidence and circumstantial evidence ó wà lọ́wọ́ everybody. Eyewitness evidence òun ló wà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Tọ́n bá mú eyewitness evidence wọn dání tí wọn ò jùlẹ̀. Circumstantial evidence and factual evidence ó wà ń ta.
Welcome back. Now, we can say some of these hula ballo stems from the pressure or the frustration of the journey of justice for Mohbad, being that people want certain answers, people want certain judgment to be passed. People are tired of this Corona Inquest circus. To them, anyone can come over there, lie. As long as there are no evidence that can be used against such persons there at the Corona Inquest, anyone can say whatever they need to say. Now, don't forget that the Corona Inquest is a fact-finding platform. The proper will be at the court, and it cannot go to the court until Now, you can prove me wrong. I might be right or wrong. Until the inquest, which is set up to inquire into what could have happened to Mohbad, when it happened to Mohbad, and how it happened to Mohbad. Till date, there is nothing substantial that has been established at the inquest. I'm not saying people are not aware. It seems people are struggling with thin hair. It's like an exercise in futility, struggling with the thin hair, trying to grab it. That's how it appears to a lot of people. This breeds discomfort. It comes with pressure. Now, we have certain persons whose job is to distort, whose job is to make sure that justice for Mohbad is not gotten. Those people have been paid from the sweat of Mohbad. Now, the police that would have done this job from the beginning, and we will not be where we are. In fact, if the police had done the needful, maybe we will not even be at the inquest for a month. Yes, more than that will not be. If the police had done the needful, maybe this case would have just been handed over straight up. And it will be in court. Mohbad's father would have been there. The police would have been, it would have been the state versus the group of people or the person that is behind the demise of Mohbad, directly or indirectly. But the police could not come with anything visible, meaningful, apart from the part of the nurse coming in. They were able to get that part. They could not give us the section or a section of the video, or maybe to them that part is not important. What they need to establish is the part of the nurse coming in. That's the storyline. That's what they need. They don't have anything against Prime Boy that they can present audio, visual, nothing. But anyhow, let's include Prime Boy. And they said there are witnesses. We don't know of any witness that has been called to the inquest. Anyone has not said we saw both of them exchanging punches or Prime Boy brought weapon. So this pressure is on a lot of people. It is on a lot of people. The other man who had tried his best to get to kind of investigate further on this matter, he had to escape for his life. According to him, he said if he does not do that, they were going to take him out. I'm talking about actor Yomi Fabi, who had gone to Mohbad's estate and he did a little bit of study, investigation, and he said that CCTV footage that we are looking for, apart from it being in Mohbad's iCloud, allegedly, people are thinking about it that way, they also talked about how Wunmi had stole a phone and she didn't hand over all the mobile phones. According to Yomi Fabi, there is a domain, there is a unit where that CCTV footage is stored for all the properties in that estate. And they said it is with the security, chief security of that estate. That's where it is. He said, according to him, he tracked it, and that is what he found out. Now, Yomi Fabi does not have the right, permission to go after that CCTV. If he could have found a way around it, if he did not publicly announce, or maybe he had tried, he was unable to get it. If he could, if he had tried and he was able to connect, maybe he had his own way, it would have been a better thing for him to have a footage of what transpired. And with this, we'll be working with something. The police will have nothing to do than to hands up. But as it is, the police are not willing. He even talked about how the location that it was, that he had told the police, became a trap for him, and he had to get out of Nigeria. Now, with this and many other things that we have seen so far, the Bankole and Smith, or Smith and Bankole, S&B, I have looked into it, but I tried as much as possible to understand what is going on. There are people who are speaking, they are talking about the integrity of Sanshitu. Some are saying he does not know how to ask the right questions. Some are saying he's too dull. Maybe his performance is overrated. I mean, some say that he's not doing what they expect him to do. Some are saying, you heard from our guest, in case you don't understand what he's saying, that there's a possibility and that they heard that once lawyer Sanshitu gets to the court, is waiting for the case to get to the court. Once he gets to the court, he's going to begin to fire. I don't think this will get to the court if the inquest does not establish that there is a reason for them to go to the court. How can they go to the High Court? How? If the inquest ends up with, well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think you guys have any reason to go to the court. The investigation and the inquest, the cross-examination is inconclusive. Just the same as the autopsy, toxicology is inconclusive. The only thing that can happen at the end of the day is the nurse. Oh, nurse, you'll be going to court because you injected him. And the nurse will be like, I injected him with this and that is a standard practice. So what did I do wrong? It's going to be a little bit of a, but we don't know what Smith and Bankole is bringing on the table. We don't know what they are bringing on the table that got a lot of people thinking, believing, because I read comments that yes, these guys can do the job. According to Arifa, he said he had gone. He is one of those who used to be, and I think he still goes there, and he will go whenever the inquest begins. Arifa said he had gone to meet Bankole and Smith. Is one of the Justice for Mohbad speaker. He said he had gone to meet Bankole and Smith, and what they explained to him, he felt that they might be needed. And I already observed that Arifa did not understand the utterance of Sanshitu, where he had said that, the last inquest, he had said, from this inquest sitting, it has been established. That word, established, I'm talking about the statement of, or the cross-examination of Darusha, the so-called Mohbad's uncle. Arifa could not process that word, established. Maybe he felt that Sanshitu should have used a different word, meaning, why will Sanshitu speak in such a manner that what he is saying somehow is roping Prime Boy? These things needs to be looked into properly. In cases like this, I understand that these people are trying to rope certain persons, but we have to be fair. We have to open up every conduit to make sure that no one is hiding under, I did not do it, oh, it's not me, oh, I was not there, there is no camera, there is no video, no one saw me. The same thing that Wunmi is saying. They say there is no CCTV. Prebo is saying too, there is no camera that recorded him doing anything to Mohbad. So who did Mohbad? Yeah. So they can as well say, well, this is the footage we have, nothing. It was the nurse that injected him. He had injury, he had a scratch. Questions have been asked. Can that scratch RIP Mohbad? All of them have agreed. And they said no. Who should be held liable? The nurse injected him with what she should not have injected him. And what is this thing? We've heard it. This, and this. Those injections, are they authentic or adulterated? We don't know. A lot of things can be wrong. Toxicology, this report and that should have shown or pointed to certain things that should be pointed to. They said that one too is inconclusive. That Mohbad could have reacted, but they don't know. Because when they exhumed Mohbad, it took too long. Now, at the inquest, we are getting to hear from the pathologists that he had done what he needed to do. dissected Mohbad, handed it over to the, I think, what are they called? The Department of the Police in charge of investigation. That they had kept it for 4 months before they went ahead to their so-called Pennsylvania, or is it Philadelphia, or wherever it is that they said they took Mohbad to get what they need to get. So automatically, if it is handed over to the police, and there are certain persons who are connected to Mohbad's so-called mother-in-law, you all know the story. You know how it is. The family of police. I don't even know if Wumi's father is a police too. I think someone said he's a gardener in the police. Whatever he is. So if you see the structure of things, these guys do terrible things as police officers. So to cover for each other is not a big thing. So they kept it for 4 months, posting stories that do not make sense. Now, people had gone to meet the governor. Governor, what's going on? Governor was acting in a way. Why? Because it has got nothing to do with him. Mohbad is not his son. And who is Mohbad? Mohbad is not the son of any important person. People were like, how come this thing is taking this long? How come this thing is taking this long? Is it that the governor was not ready to part with money? Or what exactly is this thing? Because questions were asked, like, this thing is taking too long, and we are hearing that there is nothing in this place, there's nothing. Is it after the 4 months of a lot of talk, that's when he decided to now say, okay, let's send it and check and find out? At that time, body of Mohbad had already degenerated, and you all know the story. So now, fact-finding will just be eyewitness report and lies. So Bankole and Smith, Sanshitu, well, we've seen what they can do. We've seen questions that have been asked. But there is one thing, a factor that is missing. Do you know it? The nurse. Till today, nurse has not attended inquest. Can you believe it? She was supposed to attend. She didn't come. A lawyer came to represent her. Is that what we said? Cross-examination. Cross-examination. Are we going to cross-examine the lawyer? This is all a joke. This is all a joke. Maybe that is what Bankole and Smith wants to come to do differently. Like, hey, we are not taking we are not joking on this matter anymore. We want to really go into it. Like, you cannot come saying that you are representing your client whilst your client is somewhere else. We need her here. So maybe that's what Bankole wants to come and do. We don't know yet. Is Sanshitu pressing to make sure, is it his job, or are there bureaucratic red tapes or certain things? Is it his own job, or he has requested for it? We don't know. Is it the job of the police and they have refused to respond, or they are giving excuses such as the man sitting, the man that will sign it is not around? You need to understand how these things work. When they don't want some things to work, you will hear a lot of stories, and the man that will sign the paper, acknowledge it, is not here, and the nurse and the man that will answer you is not here. So come next week, you come next week, then the person is not here, he just left now. Drop the paper, don't worry. You drop the paper. A lot of funny things, because it is not just one agency. It's not just one agency. It's not just one agency. And if we are dealing with the police on this one, definitely, if they don't want justice for Mohbad, forget it. They will keep on manipulating, twisting, and running around circles. So about the NGO and Bankole and Smith, I don't know what you guys think of this. Drop your comment.